Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. It is night. I do most of my videos in the day at the office, but I'm waiting for Kaya to finish her dance classes, and she takes them right next door in my strip mall. So one of the perks of being a landlord. This video is about some things to look for when investing in a new market. So took a little road trip earlier today. If my eyes are red, it's because I drove a lot. A little tired, but that's okay. And we drove through a real small town on the way there that is somewhere I would not suggest investing in. We're in Greeley, Colorado right now. Median value is $300,000 or more. And you can go less than an hour away and find properties for less than $100,000 easily, or even less than $50,000 in some cases. But there's a reason why they're so cheap. And those towns are actually losing population, not gaining population. And if you do buy an investment there, while you can buy a very cheap investment, it's going to be very hard to ever find anyone to rent it, to sell it to, and getting people there to even fix it up can be very difficult. So just a quick video to show this town and how close it is to us, yet how different it can be from our market. Very close proximity relative to, the size of the entire United States. But let's take a look at it right now. We'll show you what that town looks like. And I saw some really interesting properties in the other place I went to, and hopefully I will be able to show those to you soon because they're gigantic. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. We're on a little road trip today to look at some investment properties, and just thought I'd show you what happens to a town when it loses population, doesn't quite have much going for it anymore, so you do have to be careful investing. So I decided to dub over this voice because it was really windy in the car, and I didn't want to destroy your ears. So I'm going to talk and just pretend like it's me talking right now in the video. But this is a very small town outside of Greeley in northeastern Colorado, and it's very cheap. But you can see why it's very cheap as we drive through the town, because there are many abandoned properties. And we've seen houses for sale in this town before, and they've been very cheap. Even properties with like 100 acres are extremely cheap, but there's a reason why they're so cheap. So just because something is cheap doesn't mean it's a good investment, and there's a massive difference in 60 miles between the demand, the rents, the values. Finding people to work on properties in this area would be a nightmare because it's so far away from everything. So I think a lot of people see, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 properties. That must be an awesome deal. It's in Colorado. Colorado is such a great market. However, just because you're in Colorado doesn't mean every market in Colorado is a great market, as you can see as we drive by abandoned house after abandoned house. Now, there are some people who live here. I don't think there are actually any houses for sale right now in this town. So maybe you could sell a property, but it might take you 6 months, or it might take you a year. Maybe you could rent a property. Again, it might take you 6 months, it might take you a year. And actually valuing that property could be virtually impossible because you just have to wait for the right person, and who knows what they will want to pay. So be careful when investing in small towns that are very far away. All right, it's the next day. We actually ended up making an offer on one of the properties we saw in the town we went to visit, and I will talk more about that as things progress. We'll see how that goes. So when I do talk about where I made the offer, I'll also mention why I like that town as opposed to this other town. The other town's much larger, has much more going for it. We even saw some new buildings being built, which was a good sign. Not too many vacant and abandoned properties, so that's always a good sign as well. But be careful where you invest, and I do have a massive video on how to invest in out-of-state rental properties on YouTube. I'll try and link to that. And of course, I have much more information on my blog, investformore.com, and other videos just showing our rentals, flips, advice on here as well, so check those out. All right, thanks for watching. We'll have many more videos coming up soon.